Heaven or hell, do what? Let's rock! It's motherfucking Guilty Gear! Guilty Gear is the shit. I've loved that series ever since Guilty Gear X on PlayStation 2, which was the first one I ever got my hands on. Then I went all the way back to Guilty Gear, like, first one, on PlayStation 1. I fallen in love with the series. I mean, it's a heavy metal 2D fighting game that just owns the shit out of everything, and as a matter of fact, it's a precursor to all the Blaze Blue games. So, if you love Blaze Blue, you essentially love the shit out of Guilty Gear, because they're like the same exact fucking thing. But Guilty Gear is just fucking amazing, and I haven't been able to, like, really exclaim, like, shit tons upon shit tons of joy. I'm talking, like, titty-twisting joy. I'm talking, like, lactating titty-twisting joy. I'm talking about lactating titty-twisting joy, but shooting at fucking rainbows and money and gold bricks and stuff. Also, those nipples would be fucking nasty looking and fucking ragged as shit. Just saying. But Guilty Gear XRD sign. Holy fuck, that's a long-ass name. It's like Guilty Gear XRD sign, and it's just too many syllables. But they confirmed it to be released here in North America. Now, they haven't said anything yet about the European markets, but considering the fact this is on PS3 and PS4, that means you could just go and import it. So at least you have that, but I'm hoping that this ends up getting a worldwide release. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping, crossing fingers, crossing toes, crossing testicles, and suddenly I can't shoot at babies no more. I'm hoping that this ends up showing up on like Wii U and Xbox One and like 360 and any other fucking platform possible, just because the more Guilty Gear love that gets spread around, the better. And with this one, especially, this is kind of like a difference maker right here for certain reasons. To begin with, there hasn't been a major Guilty Gear release in a long-ass time. Like, at least not on consoles. And this one is kind of going sort of the route that Street Fighter 4 did, where they have a 3D engine, but everything is done up in 2D. Also, like with Mortal Kombat. Initially, this had me worried, and I was very skeptical. You gotta understand that Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue both have the nicest looking art styles that I've seen in years for a fighting game. As a matter of fact, Guilty Gear X, which was also on Dreamcast as well as PlayStation 2, was like pushing the envelope and just literally just shat on anything else that was 2D at the time. It just looked a million times better. I was fucking blown away. It's one of the very few games I've ever seen that graphically I was actually stunned by it. Even today, the game still holds up very well aesthetically. But this one is running on the Unreal Engine. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be like slow as shit, isn't it? Oh, fuck me running up a hill. Like, why is this gotta be fucking happening? Well, all my fears were pretty much quelled whenever I got to see it in action. I was like, oh, well, good shit, it's actually maintaining its speed, because that was a main thing about Guilty Gear, was it was fast and furious and all over the place. Like, if you like the Marvel vs. Capcom games, and you like the speed of those, because, I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, for example, I mean, you're fucking zipping all over the place in that, and I enjoyed that a lot. I always liked gameplay like that, like fast and furious and frenzied, and you have to go and make decisions just like that. I enjoyed that kind of style of game. Guilty Gear was very much the same exact way, though you could play it more methodical and slow-paced if you want to, depending on the character. Like, if you have Potemkin or some shit, then naturally you're gonna be like, yeah, I need to go and slow this down. Motherfucker is, like, basically just a big fucking tank. But overall, that pretty much, that fear quelled. Then I was like, well, what about the art style? I mean, we're talking about a game that has lush 2D graphics. How's it gonna translate into 3D? Well, they went with a cel-shaded look, which made a lot of sense considering the fact we're talking about a game that's, you know, it looks like a living, breathing anime. It looks absolutely fantastic. As a matter of fact, in some ways it kind of looks better, and I know a lot of purists out there will be like, no, it's got to remain in 2D or bust, I don't even want to fucking go near. But at the very least, give this a chance and give it a look, because it does look very, very nice. And anybody out there that's watching, it's like, you know, I never actually tried out the Guilty Gear games. This will give you an opportunity to. Unless you don't have a PS3 or PS4, then you are shit out of luck at the moment. I'm very fucking sorry to say that. Though, you can just go pick up one of the fucking consoles because, well, I mean, Guilty Gear is worth it, goddammit. I mean, next to Darkstalkers, those are like the two franchises I've just been like, please make another one. I just need another. Crying twin waterfalls and shit like that. But I'm happy that this is going to be happening, and the company that's put out, it's like I always forget how the fuck you pronounce their name, But they've published games for the Guilty Gear franchise before in the past, so I wasn't surprised to hear that they'd be bringing this, you know, Westbound and stuff. So that was really cool. And also, this upcoming E3, which is just right around the corner, they're going to be having this out on the showroom floor, so it'll be playable. So more than likely, like, all the big websites and shit out there will be like, hands-on impressions with the new Guilty Gear. And people have already gotten their hands on it and said, you know, it's absolutely fucking splendiferous stuff, you know, absolute fucking erection non-stop. I'm sorry that I caused all this damage to your ceiling, but this game's fucking amazing. But it is, like, despite the fact that we're doing crotchal fucking pole vaults, Guilty Gear XRD sign, still getting used to saying that, because it was always just Guilty Gear XRD, and now I'm adding sign onto it. I'm just like, okay, I'll get used to it, I swear. But I'm excited about this. I kind of just wanted to make a video and be like, yay! And be all fucking, like, shitting grin happiness about it. So, yeah, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to go and say that. I can't wait. I can't wait. Seriously, I can't wait. Like, it's one of the few fighting game franchises, like, me and my friends actually, like, really get into. I don't play competitively in, like, anything anymore, because I don't give enough of a fuck to be very good at something. But this is something me and my friends would, just amongst, you know, all of us and our friends, would play competitively against each other, like Guilty Gear X, X2, Asuka. We played all those, like, night in and night out, and we're just like, fucking amazing. And, you know, you play until you get a blister on your thumb, and then play till that blister pops, and you're like, oh yeah, now I can play even better again, and then you go back to playing. That's what a true fighting game fan does. There's somebody out there like, that's why you get an arcade stick, but I'm better with a D-pad. It's just the sad truth of it. Don't know how else to say it. But anyway, so I want to go talk about that. If you have any opinions, thoughts, feelings, concerns, any random shit that you want to say that doesn't concern or have an opinion about said topic in this, then there you go, you can just go and say that. So anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin being happy as shit. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.